Hello, we are happy to announce that it is possible to automatically sync your Horizon organizational folders and machines into ControlUp using PowerShell scripts. These scripts will automatically update the organizational tree as the machines and folders are added to your Horizon desktop pools. In order to get started in running the sync scripts, we first need to prepare our environment for it. Go ahead and first add the EUC environment into ControlUp if you haven't yet done so. There is an article called Citrix Cloud Configuration where you can learn more about this. Next thing we need to do is download and run 3 scripts from the ControlUp console. Create credentials for Horizon scripts, install HV Helper module for Horizon View scripts, and install and configure VMware Power CLI. If you're on premises and do not see these scripts, please contact support and they will send you all the relevant scripts you need. The first script we need to run will be the Create Credentials for Horizon scripts. The purpose of this script is to create a file for our sync script to call these encrypted credentials safely to log into the Horizon environment without requiring any further action from you. Now choose one of your monitors that will be doing the full syncing. If you do not remember which machine is acting as your monitor, you can see it by searching the monitor status on the top of the organizational tree and see the full list. When running this script, be sure you have a user profile on the monitor, as you will be the only person able to use this file. This script can be downloaded by right-clicking on the monitor machine listed in the machine view, which will be hosting the sync script. And in the list, search for Create Credentials for Horizon scripts. If this is the first time running it, please be sure that you define who is allowed to run it and choose specific admin groups so not everyone can run these scripts. And from the Credentials dropdown, select a user that is allowed to run the scripts on the monitor machine. Usually this is the user that is already defined on the monitor. The second set of credentials are the credentials to log into the Horizon environment that will let the script pull in all of the relevant folders and machines. Verify that the script was successful by going into the file system and checking Program Data, ControlUp, Script Support, and we'll see the credential file in there. The second script you need to run will be called Install and Configure VMware Power CLI. Right-click on the same machine and run the second script. You can choose if you want to enable CEIP, which is a VMware Customer Experience Improvement Program. I'll leave it as false. The next one is if the script sees if there is an invalid certificate. I would recommend just leaving it as a warning. Last but not least, let's get the HV Helper script installed now. Just search for the script on the same machine. The next step is getting the sync scripts themselves, and you will need 2 of them. Download them from our GitHub location. The link to the scripts can be found on the Horizon Sync script page. You'll want Horizon Sync PowerShell and the Build CU Tree one as well. Make sure you place these 2 scripts in the same folder on the monitor machine, where we built the credential file. To verify if all of our work succeeded, let's go ahead and open up PowerShell as an admin and run the minimal parameters to make sure it works. We will use these attributes: HV Connection Server FQDN to define our Horizon Connection Server, and folder path to define who's going to be our parent folder inside of the console. If this parent folder doesn't exist in the console, the script will create it for us. To check if the path does exist, you can go to the console and right-click on the folder and select Properties. Inside of the PowerShell window, I'm first going to navigate to the location of the files and run the script from there. Now, after running the script, we can see almost instantly in the console the full organizational design and the machines that belong there. At this point, we can decide to add additional arguments if we want. These arguments can be found in our Help Center inside of the VMware Horizon Sync Scripts article. Now we can create a schedule for this. To do so, we can go into this task scheduler inside of the same machine. Right-click on the Windows icon and Run. From there, let's open the task scheduler. Let's create a task. Let's name it something that is easy to find, and let's change the user that is assigned to the monitor in the console. This should be a user that their password will not change. Open Triggers, and let's create a new trigger on a daily schedule running every day in the morning. Now this is where it gets fun. Going to the Action tab and create a new action, we will put the following path for the execution, so we'll run in PowerShell. Then we will put in the arguments. This time, we will note the file location where our sync scripts are that will look like this with the dash file within its parameters. I put delete in the end because if a machine is deleted from my Horizon environment, I want to make sure that it gets deleted in the console as well. This is just an example for the Horizon script. As soon as you finish creating your scheduled task, you can select the scheduled task and click on Run to make sure that the scheduled task is actually working. You can test this by deleting a folder within the console and then just go ahead and run the script and you'll see it populate. Try this out and let us know how it goes. If you need anything, please don't hesitate to contact us at support@ControlUp.com.